Hi everyone, it's Az here from Heel vs Babyface, and just what exactly is going on with Masters of the Universe right now? I don't know if we should be mad at Kevin Smith right now or actually thank Kevin Smith, because once again he's opened his mouth, this time about season 2 of Masters of the Universe Revelation. Remember, the first 10 episodes were just made all in one, but they're releasing them in chunks of 5 at a time. So we don't even know when season 2 is gonna come out. Maybe a couple of months' time, who knows. But he's said what the next 5 episodes are actually going to be about. And once again, we have to ask the question, where is He-Man in the Masters of the Universe? So this is taken from Bounding into Comics here, and Kevin Smith reveals that the second half of Masters of the Universe Revelation shifts into an Evil Lyn story. Now, people have already been hypothesizing, shall we say, as opposed to rumors. No, I think people are trying to put 2 and 2 together in the show so far. We know that Teela has links to the Sorceress, so there's the idea that Teela is actually going to become the new Sorceress at Grayskull. But then that would mean that Teela would have the power to choose her champion of Eternia, and of course she could go with Adam, but she could also go with her girlfriend Andra. So we could have the series ending with Andra holding off the magical sword and saying, by the power of Grayskull, I have the power. The voice actress for Andra said that in her audition for the role, she had to say that line. Now then, that could easily be disinformation. She could have said that to try and put people off the scent, to throw people. Lord knows Kevin Smith is playing so many mind games. I don't even know. I don't even think he knows where he is. But he was recently interviewed about part 2 of Masters of the Universe, and he just didn't seem to have a clue what he was talking about. He was contradicting himself. He was asked initially the fate of Adam. Is Adam dead again? Is He-Man dead again? And he did say that in a world of magic and mysticism, no one's really ever dead. We didn't see Adam die at the end of the episode, so I think it's just wounded, badly wounded, and he's going to go off and lick his wounds in part 2, which conveniently, of course, will probably remove him for large segments of the show, which will allow this Evil Lyn story to materialize. He then said that both Teela and Evil Lyn had lived in the shadows of He-Man and Skeletor respectively, and that's simply not true. They haven't lived in the shadow of He-Man at all. They've fought alongside He-Man. They've been a very prominent role and a very prominent presence in virtually every single episode of He-Man. So that in itself is just, no, that's not right. And then just moments later, after saying that they lived in the shadow of these powerful men, and now how's it going to be now that the powerful men have stepped aside, of course, and we had the first 5 episodes. He then goes on to say that Teela is pretty much the equal of He-Man. And I'm just absolutely scratching my head thinking, what are you talking about? He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe, when given the power sword to transform him from Prince Adam in your version to massive bulking huge extra Stallone with cheese, that just makes him an equal of just a regular Teela woman. That is one of the most stupidest things I've ever heard. What is the point of having him as a champion then? Why don't you just give the sword to Teela? Because then if she's an equal as she is, give her the power sword, she'd be super duper trooper fuka wooper, Teela. So it's just giving out these third wave feminist shites. And Kevin, I've got some tough news for you. Kids don't give a fuck about politics. Kids don't give a shit about your intersectional feminism or your identity politics or your girlfriend and your Teela and Andra girlfriend story. They just want some He-Man in their Masters of the Universe. And they're not getting jack shit. Now, Kevin has promised that there's going to be a huge fight between He-Man and Skeletor in episode 7. But once again, that looks like it's going to be a flashback fight. Not absolutely confirmed, but it looks like that's going to be a flashback fight. And not a current fight. So we don't even know again as regards to how He-Man is going to have any relevant role in this show. It's absolutely bizarre. And then he says that this story in part 2, this EVIL LYN'S story, which he's crafted, is his favorite bit about the whole show. Favorite bit about the whole show. You created a He-Man Revelations, a Masters of the Universe series, and you just don't give two shits about He-Man whatsoever. It's try and get them sidelined as much as possible so that you can push the true message of the show, which is Teela and EVIL LYN and Andra, and it's just all intersectional feminism, while the men are just absolute second stringers, not involved, apologizing for things that they never did wrong. It's so bizarre. And there was an article that I was sent yesterday on email, and it was, you know, some goddamn feminist shite website where the woman who was writing the article was simply just gloating that Masters of the Universe had become another property that had been taken away from males. That's the only thing that she got joy from. She didn't like the property. She didn't care about the property. She had no investment in it whatsoever. She was just happy that men had lost something once again. Males had lost something. It'd been taken away and replaced by horrible, bitchy women. And that's what this is. This has got nothing to do with equality. This has got nothing to do with evening the odds. This has everything to do with taking away from males, taking male role models away and replacing them with these god-awful, horrible female characters, which are essentially toxic males. Because the way that they've crafted these characters is to take the female, remove anything feminine from them, and give them, in essence, a male physique, massive muscles, broad shoulders, big jaw, manly features. They then take every element of toxic masculinity, which they say is horrible and terrible and needs to be pulled down, and then give those tropes to their female characters. Arrogance, selfishness, narcissism, vanity, all of these things. And they just plonk it, and then they go, hey, strong female. We've got a strong female now, guys. No. No. You have exactly what you didn't want in your own words. You have exactly what you wanted to tear down, but you've just replaced it with a like I always say, discount male version of it. It makes no sense whatsoever. So I gotta say thank you, Kevin, for at least telling us that there's no point in watching this show, because this isn't the He-Man show. The first 5 episodes were the Teela show, and now the next 5 episodes are going to be the EVIL LYN'S show. And fuck He-Man, and fuck any of that. Now, I don't think, excuse me, I don't think the show's doing particularly well. At least not in the UK. I've been keeping an eye on the Netflix charts. I missed the first day, but on the second day, it was at number 9 in the top 10. Third day, it slipped to number 10. And the fourth day, it was out of the Netflix top 10. But then it switched from top 10 on Netflix to top 10 for kids. And I checked a couple of days later, and that's gone as well. So not even kids are interested in watching this. And adults, fans, 40-year-old veterans of this franchise are clearly not watching this either. And the whole bait and switch of this whole series, has been so maliciously put together. It really has. When you had Kevin Smith saying, "Oh no, this is a love letter to fans of the series." Oh my God, it's the furthest thing. This is a Dear John. Hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and YouTube for live streaming. Links there in the description box down below. I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.